time before getting into medical school. I love this campus, it's amazing, and University of Toronto is one of the top 20 schools across the world. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Starting with the first spot, this is the Faculty of Medicine. I used to come here all the time and I always got inspired by the building and everything here. I always want to get into medical school just because how beautiful this faculty is. So I'm just gonna show you around. There's like a library specific for medical students and for medical science students. So I'm just gonna take you with that. Just got inside the medical school building. University of Toronto has started many years ago, like since 1827. If you can see here, this is one of the first cohorts of the medical school. This is for the graduate class of 1870. As you can see, it was mainly dominated by white males. So I'm really glad that things changed over the last 100 years, and this is the place where insulin got discovered. So if you know any diabetic patients who are taking insulin, you know where insulin just came from. Here we're seeing just like a few wallpapers where it shows the development of the medical education curriculum. So after the First World War, the medical education program just to become a medical doctor was consisted of 6 years of learning and attending courses. But after the Second World War, it got shortened just to 4 years. A lot of the prerequisites or like the courses required for you to become a good physician was shifted to something that you can study on your specific program just before getting into medical school. That's why in Canada and the US you have a lot of schools require 4 years of undergrad, like biology, chemistry, and then you can start the 4 years MD program. Behind me, this is the McDonald Visitor Center. So any student, any visitor, any tourist who wants to just know what's at the University of Toronto, what are like the different buildings and what students can do here, they all can sign up at this building. There are regular tours that go, I think, across the year. So I remember one day I already signed up for such tours. It was just amazing to learn what UofT has to offer. If you ever wants to know more about like UofT and go on tours, this is your place to go. My favorite spots on campus. I spent hours and hours here. It's just one of the best libraries on campus. There are more than 100 libraries across the 3 campuses, and this is my favorite for sure. I'm just gonna take you with me through a quick tour. Our next stop is the gym. I loved UofT gym. I highly recommend you guys go to your school's gyms. They usually have way higher quality when it comes to facilities and instructions and instructors and everything. It's part of your tuition. A lot of people, they don't take advantage of this, but I highly recommend doing it. So even if you're hijabi, I remember because of my hijab, like I used to attend females only swimming classes or females only aerobics or cardio. So there are a lot of options when it comes to that, so there's no excuse when you're not to go to the gym, especially the one at UofT. They have an Olympic pool. They can train you also to compete for Olympics and like a lot of other programs. Just right across the building we have the track and field. It's a huge one. So since graduation I never found a better track than the one I got at UofT. So take advantage of it if you are a UofT student, or take advantage of your track field at your school, because usually they are amazing compared to the ones you find outside the school. Finally, so I'm just going to share with you the place where I study at UofT for my master's. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I did my master's at UofT before getting into medical school. I did my master's because I'm really passionate about what I was studying for 2 years, but some people do other programs. There's no specific program I recommend to do your master's in order to get into medical school. Some people do their master's before getting into medical school. Other students, they just do master's along with medical school. So there are so many options. There's nothing set in stone. It's just whatever you feel comfortable with. Let me know in the comments below if you want a video about that, and I'm more than happy to dedicate a video just to discuss the benefits of master's degrees and what are like the pros and cons for such decision before you get into medical school. Finally, we have the convocation hall. This is where all students who graduate from the University of Toronto go to get their degrees and finally graduate from this amazing school. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. Let me know in the comments below, what would you like to study at University of Toronto if you ever got the chance to. Also, if you studied already there, what was your best memory in the school? That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. From now until next video, take care and I'll see you later. Bye.